Alright, and welcome. This is going to be episode 2 of my Blender add-ons videos in my Blender workflow playlist. So this add-on I'm going to talk about is this one, DECALmachine. So I can roll this video in the background. So it's one of the add-ons I have had the most fun recently with. I haven't used it in the latest couple of days or maybe even weeks, but I'm gonna get back into it. It's a really nice one. You can model these geometric patterns and decals and convert them into textures with like normal maps and some kind of parallax map. You can see here where it's outputting. It's going really fast, but then you also can take logos and stickers and stuff like that, images, and run a script, and it's gonna output decals for you to use, like batch creating. And when you got it, you can look into the folder where there's a lot of documentation about it, so I'm just gonna mention it really quick. But you can look into the folder where the add-on is, and there are a couple of like source files you can check out. So let's jump into it. I'm just gonna make a test cube. Whoa, that was a little bit much. Bevel. So basically you're just working like this. You can create your own decals, and I'm gonna turn on screencast keys so you can see what I'm pressing. With Control Shift D, so then you can create a decal, and it's gonna be added to the main menu, which you call on by just pressing D. So there are a couple of, I think these one you get with the add-on, yeah, and these ones I made myself. So I think this one is a little, some of them are a little not buggy, but they are not perfect. I'm gonna redo them later, because I think if I go back to this menu I have to play around with like height, contrast, and parallax value and stuff like that to get them looking better. So first of all, I'm gonna go get the environment texture, because we kind of need the lighting to see the effect. I'm just gonna take one of these random, maybe not JPEG, EXR. So if I'm going into render mode, yeah, we have a bit better lighting. So back to material mode. I'm gonna take one of the defaults, like this one, and then I'm gonna select my object and just give it a base material. So you check over here, you get a base material that's matching your decals. So what happens now when I go into render mode, you can see that this looks like that it's been made with geometric. You get this nice glossy reflection and stuff like that. So that way it's really nice. But where it really shines is if you take some kind of geometry like this. Maybe that one wasn't super advanced, but anyway, I'm gonna place it at this curvature, then select my object and project it onto it. So if you have tried to do stuff like this with hard surface modeling from like this, you're gonna know how difficult it is and time consuming. But this way it looks like kind of amazing. It looks like it's modeled onto there, and there are a lot of like settings you can tweak to make it look better, and maybe I should have had more geometry in my model, because you can see it's a bit choppy, but that's probably because I don't have such a high res. It's a low poly box, this thing. So I made some of myself, like I can throw in this one which is kind of failed, and this one, which were better. And with this one I didn't extrude that much, but as I said, I should have checked the height stuff. And as you can see, this one looks better compared to this one, which is kind of freaking out. So yeah, you model stuff and you create decals from them. There's two kinds of different decals. There's this one that's that are like made up of more materials. By that I mean like this has that base material. I'm gonna go into node editor. So you can see you can change the material of the like inset itself, or the other one is using probably the base material to make it match. So by that it's super easy. I made this myself, which is actually modeled from the film back from a Hasselblad camera. So it's a thing you flip out and turn to be able to open it. And I think this was the second try. The first one got kind of weird, but I'm gonna redo them and try to generate better decals from them. But you get a tons of cool decals from the get-go. So if I take one of like this one, which has a little bit more geometry, and project it, you can see it looks really nice when rendered, with the like lighting, reflection and stuff like that. One thing I also like with this one is like this heads-up menu, or this is something I think like the core development team of Blender should really look into, because in DECALmachine and another add-on I use for hard surface modeling called Hard-Ops, they have a lot of this really nice way of displaying data in the 3D viewport where your cursor is, and not down here in the header. So, and you get like hints here that what else you can press while you're calling this operator. So yeah, we have this kind of insets, which is I had kind of forgotten how you use it, but you can check in the video. I think it's like cutting with another geometry, decal slice. Sometimes it looks good like this time, but sometimes they become weird. And you can also use other objects like I did just there, but to make materials. And another nice feature is that you can always extract the source. So if you want to redo it or do it on another place, you can get the source. Same with this, like these decals. You can get the source, move it around, and project it once again. And the third stick are these kind of sticker textures. So this one took a bit of a learning curve. You have to go into the add-on folder and place your images there, and run the script, which was shown in the video really fast, but you can read the documentation. It took like 1 or 2 tries until I got the hang of it. But once you get it, it's really nice, because you can batch process a lot of textures. So like these ones I took from like chemical labels, I could just batch process all in once. So there was just a matter of placing it in that folder and then batch project them, process them, and then you get it in your add-on. Then it turns up here. So it's making all the necessary textures and blend files and stuff like that. And the same thing here, it's like super easy to project. And like with in the future, with more support for game engines, this is gonna be super nice for me and for all of us that has this add-on. So yeah, I can show you a couple of stuff I did. I did this add-ons just like a test. No, add-on, I mean these decals. So I had like this idea of going from basic shape, triangular, to rectangular. I think these are the rectangular ones, and these are the also triangular. And then I did pentagons or 5-sided shapes, and then hexagon, 6-sided shapes. So it was just an exercise to make logos, and I made it everything in Blender. There's like no Photoshop or anything. So I just made these and then rendered them out. But it was a really fun thing, and I also took all this from like I think some Wiki Commons or Wikimedia site or something, like examples of barcodes. So I have both stickers that are like painted on, and this one looks like so this is like painted on but positive, and this is painted on negative, and I think I even have one that's like a regular sticker like this one, like you see on products. So if sometimes your sticker is like not showing or beneath something, you can use this decal height to just fix it. So yeah, that was really nice. This add-on has at least for me been super fun to use. I love this pie menus of adding like this and converting straight in from Blender. If I were to convert this one, I don't want to do it because it's not it's nothing. I haven't modeled it, but if I do it, it immediately turns up here in DECALmachine. So if you want to make, if you're into hard surface modeling, I highly recommend this add-on. And if you want to make hard surface stuff like this for games, I'm also highly recommending it, because it looks like it's going to be working for Unity and hopefully for Unreal. We can check out his Twitter, follow him, DECALmachine. He's updating all the time. I asked him about Edie very early on when I tried Edie, and he tweeted here like that he's tried it and transparency working. He hasn't looked into parallax yet, but I'm hoping this will work for Eevee, because then you don't have to flip into render mode, and this would be perfect for making game assets to have this working with Eevee. But Eevee is in early development, and we can wait, but it's that's one of my hopes. He also talks about getting it into atlases, so you can get all the decals into one texture to use in game engines, so you don't have to load like hundreds of just decal textures. He has some example of it working in Unity, and it seems to work perfect. But unfortunately for me, I'm using Unreal, and it seems to be a bit he's not happy. It's like something how it's rendering, but I'm not gonna be sad about that. I'm just hoping it's gonna be sold in the future, because it looks really promising. So check out this add-on. You can get it at Blender Market or Gumroad. If you get it from Blender Market, some of the proceeds are gonna go to the Blender Foundation, which is nice. I think I got it from Gumroad because when I got it, it wasn't on sale on Blender Market. I think it was only on Gumroad. But he has been updating it all the time. I don't think I have the latest version, so I have to download it also. But I wanted to have this version because it works good for Blender 2.78. And you can, besides this link to his site and Twitter, I'm probably gonna link to this, which is my Gumroad, and you can get some stickers for free. So this doesn't cost anything at all, and then you get 16 decals, or you get 16 PNGs that you have to convert to decals. But it could be a nice test for you to do, and when you've done it once or twice, and get it to work, then you're gonna realize how powerful it is, and that you can convert large sets of like icons or images into decals. Yeah, I did all these as like a logo or icon, just for fun, and I did everything in Blender, so I can open the source file, but I'm just gonna show you one of those decals and how you can use it if you get it. So I'm trying to use just a grayscale for most of them, not this like flags, but like this one. And if you check here the material color, you can just throw in a color ramp, put this to constant, and then just adjust these sliders. I have to zoom in a bit more. So adjust these sliders, and then you can change the colors to whatever colors you want, or you can even use these like values to use for a mask if you have some other texture. But I think they are kinda nice, and you, as I said, you get them for free. You don't have to pay anything for them unless you want to. And I can open the source file just to show how I made them. So I made everything like geometry based. So here are my 4 triangular ones, 4 where I started with the quad. These are the pentagons, the 5-sided ones, which I made, which were kind of fun. It's actually the stars, that's the 5-sided shape I started with, and then I shrink wrap them to this sphere. So I made like Europa and China, America. So, but this was kind of fun to do, and I think if I'm gonna make a game where you get to choose flags, it would be nice to have something like this, where you can see that it's actually like a 3D sphere, and this is some kind of United Nations alternative, and these are the hexagons. So I just what I actually did, if you look down here in the right corner, I moved the camera, and then I just render one out and save it and run it through the DECALmachine batch processing, and then I get them as decals. And here's the like product shot I did with those. Just put them on some kind of can. So everything here is DECALmachine. All this like rivets and bolts and stuff like that, and stickers. So yeah, I think that's this. This is going to be a really short one. The next add-on video I'm going to do is going to be about AutoRig Pro, which is a really nice add-on for rigging. I haven't used it in a while. I just tested it when I bought it, so but I'm going to test it again. And it seems that that add-on is also going to be really nice if you're aiming for game development. So I think that was everything. I'm gonna give you all the links to his site and the stickers I made. And also about the stickers, I'm gonna make I'm halfway through the second set. I haven't opened that in days, but that's gonna be more medical stuff, and I think my third set is gonna be more like this with a chemical aspect, and they're gonna be also free on Gumroad, so I'm probably gonna tweet them out or mention them in some other videos, and you can just go and look through them and see if you find any stickers you like there, and just download it for free. And DECALmachine is you get it on Blender Market. So I'm gonna link everything, but check it out. It's one of the most fun add-ons I've used. one of the best one with the pie menus, and I love the heads-up display, like the numbers popping out in the 3D viewport. I love all that stuff. I wish Blender used that more, and don't hide values in the headers. If you don't know what I mean, I can show you like this. If I rotate this object, you see down here in the header you see like trackball and the degrees, and I think it would be much nicer if we had something like this. Like you can see the rotation here and get more like instructions, Shift Z to remove that axis and stuff like that. So yeah, I love everything about this add-on. It's developing fast, and it's amazing for hard surface, and once you get going with making your own decals and stickers, you're not gonna look back. You're gonna keep doing it, and for me it inspired me to do like this hard surface modeling, and also this crazy project with making logos only in Blender. I got that, I've been doing it before, but it ignited me again because I wanted to have these as stickers and stuff like that. So totally worth checking out. This is the end of this episode. See you in the next one. I don't know when it's gonna be. I think I have to check out AutoRig Pro, because what I've seen is that it's only working with 2.79, so I really hope they release it soon. The release candidate. I'm using Blender via Steam, so it takes even if the release is tomorrow, it's gonna take a couple of days or something before it turns up on Steam, unless they're faster with the turnaround this time. And that's it. Bye.